Hello and welcome to Hannibal Legal Media. If I keep looking down, it's because I'm checking my camera because it keeps going out of focus today for some reason. So, yeah, it's not having a time with me. It's not liking me today. It's fine. We'll deal with it when it fucks up. Anyway, I'm Leo. I like to analyse media. My throat is doing funny things today as well. Yeah, so I analyse all sorts of media. I like to look at media, talk about it, video games, books, movies, TV shows, all that good stuff. So this is The Body Count, which is a series that's like The Kill Count, but I cover things that James A. Janice won't cover, like Helluva Boss Season 1, which is the season we're talking about today. So let's just get right into it and talk about some
cartoon violence! Cartoon violence!
So we're on episode 6, which is called Truth Seekers, and that starts off with a bunch of TV screens, all showing like little snippets from episodes, and I think some of them are from shorts. The TV pauses on Blitz with a bubble tea in hand, screeching over horses. I think this is from the Chupacabra short. I'm not too sure. I feel like I recognise it. It could just be a little snippet they made for the episode. I don't know. We hear a voice pointing out that this is the first sighting of the creature. Another person points out that they're definitely from hell. They're definitely demons. These characters are called Agent 1 and Agent 2. Very creative. They have no idea how to predict where these demons will show up next. And then they show up outside their window. With a crash, Blitz and Moxie are like failing at sneaking around and they're telling each other to shut up and stuff. How coincidental is that when you're hunting demons and they just turn up right outside your door? Window building. So Moxie and Blitz are cornered in an alley with Luna and Millie on the other side of the portal in the IMP office. So Blitz yells for Luna to close the portal. The agents then knock Moxie out with a trank dart. So Blitz starts running while carrying Moxie. At least he's not going to leave Moxie behind. He's a good friend in that sense. He's a good friend sometimes. But then he's cornered and tased. Back at the office, Millie is freaking out because her husband is not in the office with her. And she needs Luna to open up the portal. But Luna points out that Blitz used a total of 0 swears. So she won't open the portal until directed. But Millie doesn't care about that. So Luna does her human disguise and opens the portal. Blitz and Mox aren't in the alley. It's a good thing they have a hellhound that can sniff them out then, isn't it? Moxie wakes up and Blitz has been awake for a while. Now the agents start questioning the two imps. Blitz isn't having it. He needs a coffee before they fucking start questioning him. You know, I feel you. I need at least like a can of Coke and maybe like a Monster Aussie lemonade. Blitz is like, Moxie, what's your coffee order? Moxie gives us his coffee order, which is...
I'll have a Neapolitan cappuccino, more cappa than chino. Make sure it's got no more than 4 ounces of milk. The beans won't have the right texture otherwise. And make sure they spell my name correctly on the cup. They always put Foxy or Roxy. I hate that. If you can't handle that, I'll have a venti traditional misto. Please use soy milk with 2 blonde shots, affogato, and ristretto. I'd also love 3 vanilla pumps at the very bottom. Then add the coffee after. Then add...
The agents aren't getting them coffee, though. They're going to torture the imps. So Moxie gives another ramble about torture methods this time. Physical or mental torture? Because if it's mental torture, it's... I can't remember the speech. I'm going to let Moxie do it for you.
When you say torture, do you mean physical or psychological? Physical seems counterproductive. We would likely tell you anything if it meant an end to the pain. And you would have no way of knowing what was true.
Or we might like it too much, and then you've got a whole new thing to deal with.
Agent 1 gets a bit confused and he's like, well, what does that mean? You might like it too much. And Blitz gives us like one of my favourite jokes of this episode.
I could work with stupid, daddy-likey dummy.
So the agents aren't happy about being laughed at by these demons. Honestly, this episode has like some fucking amazing Moxie lines. This is Moxie at his best in this episode. Also points out that they've been tied up for hours and the agents haven't even confirmed what they are yet.
I'm a Virgo.
I can tell Richard Horvitz had like a lot of fun with these lines. So the agents are getting more and more pissed off. Blitz asks for a phone call and we get this instead.
Your fat mom taking her for a fat time.
Nice try, demon. His fat mom is dead!
We move on to Millie and Luna now, who have tracked Moxie and Blitz to a building with a sign that reads DHORK, dark, which is what I'll be referring at, and it's Agents 2 from now on. Millie and Luna sneak into the building, but an alarm is triggered. And here we get 5 agents killed with Millie's axe. We get 4 more agents when Millie and Luna approach a door. Luna compliments Millie in her own way.
Damn, You're pretty agile for an old lady.
Back to the agents interrogating Blitz and Moxie, and Agent 1 is having a bad time because Blitz keeps insulting his fat dead mother. His words, not mine. So 2 says they should leave the demons alone until they feel like talking. And Blitz thinks if they keep acting obnoxious and annoying, then they'll give up. Like, the humans will give up, and they'll get to go home, and everything will be fine, they can forget the whole thing happened. So Blitz tells Moxie not to panic, because he knows Millie will be on her way. But these agents have some tricks up their sleeve. A truth bomb. And Blitz tells Moxie not to panic, because Millie will be on her way, and, you know, she's competent, and she'll get everything. So Moxie starts talking about how worried he is about Millie getting hurt and things, and Blitz just snaps. He's like, why do we always have to talk about Millie? Why is it always got to be about Millie when she's like 5 fucking feet from you? And then he's like, whoa, I'm sorry, I did not know what made me snap like that. So Moxie figures out that the agents have gassed the room with an airborne truth-telling serum. Blitz asks if he really thinks that, so Moxie tests it, with Blitz asking a very personal question.
Does Millie ever peg you?
Moxie retaliates that Blitz's suit is ugly. Blitz counters with Moxie having a shitty taste in musicals, and to be fair, hate me all you want, hate me if you must.
Okay, hold on. Shoot me if you must.
He did recommend Cats to Blitz. Out of all the musicals you could have recommended, Cats. I agree with Blitz, it's about depressed, horny cats. Look, in my second year of high school, my English teacher was obsessed with the meaning behind cats and things, and he made us sit through the entire original movie, because I was in school before the Taylor Swift, and the version that exists where there is fucking CGI cat arseholes on there. That editor, I hope they paid that editor well, because if they didn't, fuck you for making an editor editing cat buttholes and then edit them back out. Like, what the fuck? Just fuck you, man. Anyway, the truth-telling gas starts causing Moxie to hallucinate with, I feel like this is like a Disney kind of themed animation. It reminds me of old school Disney, like Snow White and things like that. This song is called Moxie's Bad Trip. It's an alright song. It is quite skippable. See, once you've seen this episode the first time, I feel like you could skip over this song and it doesn't add much to the story, which is why this show is also not musical. Basically, Moxie has this Phantom of the Opera kind of world inspired thing, while Blitz is in some kind of psychedelic rock music video. It reminds me of Heart-Shaped Box from Nirvana, like their music video. So both Blitz and Moxie have different animation styles and song styles, and I think that's one of the good things about this song, is that it has different styles to kind of match Moxie and Blitz's personality. But they're both hearing the truth that they've been trying to avoid, with Blitz's fear of being alone, and Moxie just wondering why Blitz is mean to him, but they both realise that they can be better friends to each other. Although back in the room, Blitz and Moxie are just drooling while the agents are watching behind this glass with some popcorn. And then Millie and Luna finally reach this keypad in the building. They're trying to think of a code by looking at the buttons, because that's one way they would figure out the password from it. They notice the 1 is kind of very scratched off, so Millie's like, try 1, and the password is literally 111111. The door opens to a reception area of more dork agents. Millie and Luna leap over the desk. Meanwhile, back to Blitz and Moxie, the truth-telling gas is gone, and Moxie reminds Blitz what he said to Moxie after their first job together, and Blitz admits that he's hard on Moxie because he knows that Moxie can do better. He knows what Moxie's capable of. And it's a nice moment, but that's over now because Millie is broken in through the ceiling. Blitz asks how Millie got here, and Luna uses Agent 2's head to crash through the window and tells him to move before more come. So this is a sequence that's just under a minute long, but I count to 72 agents dead in this moment. I'm not going to rapid fire through different freeze frames from it, so I'm just going to show you my favourite ones from this scene. And it is a very epic scene, though, where the music is great, and it feels very Kill Bill inspired. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's I love Kill Bill and all that, you know. Agent 1 and 2 survive the whole ordeal, so they lock down the building, and Luna can't read the grimoire and the red light, so IMP are trapped. Or are they? because this, like, the first time I watched this episode and this scene, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this scene is quite horrifying the first time you watch it. And I don't know if it's because my genre of horror movie that I love the most is slasher movies, so I don't do like supernatural stuff. It freaks me the fuck out. So I was like, like, this is a horror. They've turned it into a fucking horror. And it's Stolas, and we see like Stolas, like how he looks as a demon, and I think the design is so fucking cool. Like, we need to just appreciate the design here for this one scene, how much work must have been put into it. But now we're seeing how powerful an Ars Goetia can be when Stolas possesses Agent 2. Yeah, fucking terrifying. And then there's Dork agents just drawing the sigil that summons Stolas, and it's fucking, look at this. This is horrifying. Go fucking owl, man. Stolas is concerned for Blitz, and once Blitz confirms he's fine, Stolas gives a little bit of a lecture about being careful, because if they get into trouble, Stolas gets into trouble, and then everyone gets into trouble. Good thing no one believes in the demon obsessed.
They are seen as kooks.
Kooks. Such a silly word.
The episode ends with Stolas carrying Blitz through the portal and a promise from Blitz on using bear traps in bed.
Oh, please do.
And once the portal closes, the two agents realise they now have proof that demons exist. So that was episode 6 of season 1 of Helluva Boss, Truth Seekers. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Like, what do you think? Do you think this is as horrifying as I think it is? Because I still think it's, like, for first time viewers, it's fucking, like, horror out of nowhere, basically. Sorry, I'm going to fix this camera before I film the next 2 episodes, I swear to fuck. Anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you disliked it, that's fine. It's all interaction, helps me grow my channel. I might be at 100 subscribers by this point. I'm trying to get to 150 to 200 subscribers now. So if you want to see more from me, subscribe. I'm about to do Shane Dawson reactions to his short films and his to Smiley and to Not Cool. So I'll be working on that in between working on season 2 of Helluva Boss, so I might upload twice a week instead. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. If not, it'll still be like Saturday, 1:30 PM, Great British Time. So yeah, take care of yourselves. Don't forget that you matter. Take time out of your day to give yourself some self-care or even just a little breather. And I'll see you next video.